I just came across a news item in Nagaland Tribune, and it is very troublesome because I come from Uttarakhand, and in Uttarakhand there has been a whole lot of landslides happening even in neighboring Himachal Pradesh. It is affecting the lives of people who live in the up in the hills, and these are not just hills, they are mountains really. And now this particular news item, which talks about a massive soil erosion incident in Alahuto colony of Zunheboto town, is really very disturbing. It just means that nature and human beings, we need to preserve nature. We are responsible for nature, and we should be very careful because the soil erosion in Zunheboto town, in this Alahuto colony, is apparently of huge magnitude. There has been damage of properties, electric poles, electric lines, disconnection of electricity, and other materials have also been damaged. So it is very important that we understand why all this is happening. Is it only because it is nature's fury? I don't think so. Because in this particular case, the news report talks about the Deputy Commissioner Zunheboto informing that the district administration has provided emergency relief funds to 13 affected households, and it is also mentioned here that 3 houses were demolished for safety measures. So if these 3 houses have been demolished, is it not important that the administration should now start taking stock of where houses are located? Because there are houses which are constructed in riverbeds, there are houses which could be dangerous, but you can't pull out people and just let them be. It's not possible, and that is why when in the name of anti-encroachment drives, people begin to protest, and in the name of anti-encroachment drives, people are their shelters are taken away from them, and these guys really don't know where to go because they have no homes. It's literally like turning somebody out of their homes, and that is why it is important that the administration takes taxes from everybody, and they should ensure that these houses which are dangerous, they need not be demolished when monsoons are on our heads or literally soaking us, because at such a time there will be damage of property, there will be damage of our valuables, of our materials, for example our school college certificates, and of course whatever we've collected over the years. So it's important that the government which takes taxes, it studies where people are building their houses. But secondly, it is also important for all of us to raise our voice against any felling of trees, because in the name of development, trees are being cut brazenly, and not just brazenly, but I think it's rampant cutting now. It's like you're building a house, you're cutting trees. You're building a road, you're cutting trees. Now to build a dam, you're cutting trees. What is happening? And then then if you raise your voice, then they say that you are against development. Not at all. What is the point of that development? It's waste of money. If you're going to in the name of development you have any infrastructure built, and that comes down later on and it causes more harm, more loss of revenue than anything else, what's the point of it all? So I think it is also important for people to start raising their voices, start speaking in one voice, in fact I should say, and talk about saving our trees rather than just felling them. In Uttarakhand, I'm seeing people have started to come out now, and they are speaking. But then again, I'll say the same thing again. Civil society is fragmented, and that is what one needs to be careful about. Also, not just be careful about fragmented civil society, but also be careful of certain elements who are out there who are actually cutting the trees, getting the contracts to cut the trees, or getting the contracts for the infrastructure development, and So the trees are cut because they have to, they've got that contract to build. We have to be careful of every kind of person amongst us. But most importantly, let's all be united and let's raise our voice. Let's raise unitedly our voice, one voice for our trees, for the environment, for the ecology, for our biodiversity, and for its preservation, as we beware of those moles who come amongst us and literally destroy the purpose that we are fighting for.